This is Doug. It is very early in the morning. I think it's around 2 a.m., February 28th, 2023. What you're looking at is the inside of, it's a photo of my it's a Toyota van. And the reason why I'm starting this video with this is this time last year, I was not in Denver, Colorado. I was not in my home of 10 years in Arizona City, and I was not in Japan. I was car camping in a place called Encinitas, California. Now, frankly, I'd say almost 100% of my Lyft customers and everyone I talk to here in Denver and friends have never heard of Encinitas. This is the view of Moonlight Beach and the sunset when I arrived December 31st of last year, just before New Year's. In fact, I was parked at Moonlight Beach and in Encinitas from December 31st to right around March of last winter. And so this is the view I came to. It's quite different than Arizona City in the desert. This is the place I called home in Arizona City for 10 years. So Arizona City, Arizona was the smallest town I've ever lived in. But it's about 7 or 8 hour drive from the ocean. And I was about an hour drive from Phoenix. And it's approximately, Encinitas is around 900 miles from Denver. So 3 completely different environments, but 3 places that were all a part of my life history. Again, this is the view right down near the parking lot at Moonlight Beach that was free parking from 5 a.m. till 10. But after 10, I had to find a place in the street to discreetly spend the night, which I did successfully every single night. And then I'd wake up at 4:30 in the morning and drive down to Cardiff. Leaving the Encinitas Library, and the Encinitas Library where I was leaving from was open from 9 a.m. till 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. But this is the view from sitting inside where they had several tables where I could plug my computer in. You could also sit out the patio and eat, and the weather was always nice. Plus, they had 3 free conference rooms that I often could use, close the door, and then do my video editing. I do miss the library there, and I do miss the ocean. Basically, every day I go to Starbucks in Cardiff, which is only about a mile from where I park my van. And it opens at 5 a.m. And then I have a regular routine where I go from there to a place called Moonlight Beach, which is right above the ocean. It's a big, huge parking lot, specifically free from 5 a.m. till 10. It closes from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. But it's free. The main thing is free. There's no meters. I ask you to use your imagination a little bit. Imagine that you're not wherever you are, but we're actually sitting out in the patio here in Encinitas together at one of these tables, and we're having a conversation. Who's this dude? Well, that's you, dude. Another Buddhist principle, impermanence. What does that mean? Well, it just basically means nothing remains the same. As much as you think it is, it's actually changing constantly. Every cell in your body, as Deepak Chopra talks about, changes at least every 7 years. So where is memory stored? If your brain cells and everything changes, it's stored in your consciousness, deep in your psyche somewhere. So this is you, dude. You're around, I don't know, 6 years old. So this is like 63 years ago, dude. You don't look the same. You are the same human being, but in a different body. In fact, you've changed bodies several times. So that's part of the idea of reincarnation, dude. You've actually reincarnated several times. In fact, firing, well, it's kind of like you being a caterpillar turning into a butterfly, but you didn't know you turned into a butterfly until you kind of get some new realizations. And the chanting of No Myoho Riki Kyo and Gonyo and Nichiren Buddhism, well, that was a part of the path, dude. Here's the deal for me. It's February 28th, my mother and father's 2023. I'm now in Colorado. In fact, I've been here since the end of April, specifically after my parents sold the house that I called home for 10 years, and after my Toyota van basically stopped running. I say blow it up, but it basically stopped running after camping in it successfully in season. Actually, last winter, from about November all the way through April, before coming to Arizona to wrap things up and then ultimately to come here to Denver. I arrived here at the end of April. A.m. to 10 p.m. right overlooking the ocean. Guess how much the payment is, the rent? No, this is zero, dude. Zero. That doesn't even cost anything. No, nothing. There's some houses over there, though. You can rent the Airbnb right over there on the bluff. I think those are like $1,000, $2,000 a night, you know, right within your budget, man. Check it out. Kind of a no-brainer, dude. This is free. You have an ocean view, dude. You got all these benches. And look at the view, man. And this is free. Why would you go out and pay $1,000 a night? In a month, what would that be? $30,000? Or would you just rather come here, you know, anytime after 5, you stay here till 10, you can lock up your vehicle, put all your shades up, go walk on the beach, you know? It's like a no-brainer, you know? Stay here, dude. You can be here, you can walk up to Stone Steps, man. Actual entrance to the gardens, and I don't think they're open, but when I first was exposed, I was working for San Diego Gas Electric Company, and I literally dug a trench right through the grass up to Paramahansa Yogananda's home. That was before I even started taking the lessons. The retreat is right over here. But if you type in YouTube Self-Realization Fellowship Meditation Gardens, this is what you're going to see. When I say that I was camping out in my van and I lost my job, and I start describing what has happened, you know, the facts, first glance it would seem like things were falling apart or had gone bad fast, okay? And the truth is, a lot of bad things happen, what you could consider negative things, right? I lost my job of 10 years I loved. When COVID happened, I lost the ability to go to Japan. I'd been to Japan 5 times in 2 years, right?